Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Thursday. We've been telling you about another big card show coming up this weekend, card and collectible show. It's at the Frank Mayborn Center in Temple. And one of the celebrities, I'm going to say the celebrity that's going to be there is our man, James Francis, out of Lamarck High School, former Baylor All-American linebacker, then with the Bengals. And James joins us now. Man, it is great to see you. Thanks for your time. And how are things going?
Everything's going well. It's great to be seen, and hey, I'm looking forward to it.
Very cool. Very cool. What do you like these things? I bet you get asked to do them a lot, right? Some shows, some card collectible shows.
Yeah, I do. And it's I just appreciate somebody, people just even remembering who I am.
Yeah.
It's a blessing, and I guess I take it all in stride. I have a good time with it, and I truly enjoy it.
Very cool. Well, folks can see you there this weekend. Do you know, are you there Saturday or Sunday or both?
I'm there Saturday from 12 to 2.
All right, perfect. There you go. Saturday, 12 to 2. You can come, meet, visit with, get maybe a picture, an autograph with James Francis. That'll be fun to do. And James, going back to Lamarck High School, coming to Baylor. First at Lamarck, man, y'all had some teams there, didn't you, during your high school days?
Yeah, we had some great teams there. We had a great tradition there of winning. We was 5A back in the 80s, and we now they're 4A. Sometimes they be 3A. But we had a great run for about 20 years of just dominating down in Galveston County area in the state of Texas. And we take pride in that. We had a good year this year to try to get back to where we used to be. So I'm looking forward to next year.
Nice, very good. So you're still plugged in there, huh, with Lamarck?
Oh yeah. I go to Lamarck quite a bit. I mean, it's a lot of people in Lamarck think I live there so much, but I actually live in Austin.
Right, that's good. And out of high school, I'm sure you had a lot of choices. What do you remember about Baylor recruiting you and how you ended up at Baylor?
Well, my brother was there, so I have been around Baylor since I was 15. Because my older brother Ron was there before I got there, so I knew Baylor. I knew some people there. I knew some of the players there, but I was leaning toward Arkansas, to be honest with you. But then Grant Teaff came down and spoke at my spring banquet in high school, and that was the moment I knew I wanted to go play for that man.
Man, that's great. Coach Teaff can do that, can't he? I mean, he can make you think that the sky's orange if he wants to.
Yes, he definitely has a gift. I always tell people, Coach Teaff was more of a motivator. He was more of a guy who could make you think you can run through a brick wall, and I needed that at the time at my age and my personality. I have a laid back personality. I'm not a hoorah guy, but Grant Teaff gave me that confidence to believe in myself.
Very cool. And Ron being here, that was probably a factor also. Did y'all play together a year or 2 years here?
We played together 1 year. His senior year was my freshman year. Yes.
Gotcha. How fun was that for you guys to be reunited here at Baylor?
Oh, that was great because I never got to play with him, because he's 5 years older than me, but he got redshirted and I didn't. So that's how I ended up playing with him for 1 year, and it was cool, playing on the same side, looking over my shoulder, seeing my brother out there playing cornerback and talking to him, and he giving me signals. So it was cool.
Man, that's great. That's a good memory of both you guys. It was so cool having you here at Baylor. Who was, remind me, who was the defensive coordinator? Who was the linebackers coach for you?
Defensive coordinator was the one and only Pete Fredenberg.
There you go.
And my linebacker coach was John Goodner.
Oh, man. Two great ones there, right?
Oh, man, two great ones. May he rest in peace. That was a good man. Man, those were some great coaches, and they was good people, and they cared about you so much off the field, just as much as they did on the field.
That's nice. And Coach Fredenberg, a great track record, now retired from a great career following Baylor at UMHB. Coach Goodner passed away. I always thought that with Coach Goodner on our side, on Baylor's side, we always had a chance in a game because of the halftime adjustments that he could make. Did you see that for him?
Oh, yeah, he was such a student of the game. He was he was a coach that really studied the game and tried to put that in his players, and he entrusted us to make those adjustments. One thing to have those adjustments, but one thing is trusting your guys to make your vision come true on the football field, live and in action, full speed. And he was great at that.
He is so good, such a great coach, and such a great man also, like you said. Appreciate he and his family. So Baylor, and I think back to that 89 season when the defense, you guys were just rock solid. The offense was a little sketchy or a little uneven, say that. There were a couple of games that I remember most, like that 6-3 loss to Rice. You know, you guys, the defense, you did everything you could possibly do. The offense just couldn't score that day.
Yeah, our offense was a struggle. You know, my whole senior year, I always tell people we had the offense that Robert Griffith had. We could have won a national championship back then.
Exactly.
but you know, those guys, you know, we knew they was trying hard. You know, it's just the way the ball bounced sometimes. You know, it just didn't click for us offensively our senior year. But you know, when you win as a team, you win as a team. When you lose as a team, you lose as a team.
Yeah, very good. That's great approach. And I'm not dissing the offense at all, but the defense was just so dominant with you guys.
Yes.
Who else was around you? I remember Robert Blackman back there.
Oh man, matter of fact, we just had a reunion this past weekend.
Did you really? Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a reunion this past weekend down at Anthony Ray's home in Edna, Texas.
Nice.
You know, it was me. You know, we had Blackman, we had Santana Dotson, we had Mike Welch, Gary Joe Kenny, man, John Godfrey, Robin Jones, Frankie Smith, Malcolm Frank. I can go on and on. Curtis Hafford, Daniel Morgan. We had some true football players. You know, and I was surrounded by a bunch of talent, and so I don't. You know, people always say, "Hey, man, you had a great senior year," but they don't understand. I was surrounded by a bunch of guys that made me look real good.
Well, you did your part. You did more than your part there, linebacker. How was that reunion? I bet you guys told some stories, didn't you?
Yeah, we told some stories, told some lies. You know how it goes. but we had a great time.
That's cool. What a great opportunity for you guys to get together. The other game I remember from 89, your senior season, was the Texas win in Austin. Baylor hadn't won in Austin in 38 years, and you guys go down there and beat them 50-7. 50-7. Now, the offense, you think, all right, offense came that day, and they did, but how many of those 50 points were scored by or set up by the defense that day?
I think it was 28-50. I know Blackman had 3 interceptions.
I think you're right.
Blackman had 3. I had 1 interception. So you know, the offense put up some points, but that was a day, man. That was a great way to go out. You know, that was me and Blackman's last game, and man, he put on a show, man. I just was so happy for him because you know, me and Blackman, we were roommates our whole time at Baylor. We became like brothers. We're still close to this very day. And it was just great to see him have that kind of game on the final day of his career.
Wow. Oh, what a game. I'll never forget that one. 50-7, and could have been a shutout. Texas scored really late, didn't they, to avoid the shutout?
Yeah, Texas, they didn't want to get beat 50-0, so they were still playing hard, and everybody was trying to not get injured.
Yeah, that's true. Mike McKenzie had a touchdown catch. I think your last points in that game. So that was really fun. 50-7 in November of 1989. So tell everybody you're in Austin now, and what are you doing these days?
Well, I actually live in Round Rock, part of Austin, kind of a suburb of Austin. I've been here 15 years, and me and my wife got a couple of businesses going. We do a catering business, and I work with my foundation, the James Francis Foundation. You can go online, you can look it up. There's a lot of good things going on there. I got a golf tournament coming up in June the 11th. So I've always been a laid back guy. I'm a laid back guy, and raising grandkids. Believe it or not, I got 11 grandkids.
11. How about that?
Yeah. I got 11 grandkids, and spending time with them and just enjoying life. I've been a blessed guy, so now I get the chance to sit back and enjoy life and watch my grandkids grow up.
Oh, you are a blessed man. 11 grandkids. How about
yes.
That's full right there.
9 girls, 2 boys.
Is that right? How about that? Wow.
Yeah, nine girls, 2 boys. Wow.
That's funny. And they've got you wrapped around their finger, don't they?
Yes, they do.
What about the foundation? How can people see and get more information about that? Do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website, the JamesFrancisFoundation.org.
Okay.
Go on there. You can see the work that we do, the things that we got coming up, and then we're just out here trying to give back. We're just out here trying to let kids know, anything that you want to do, you can do. Anything that you aspire to do, you can do. It requires hard work, and we're just trying to let kids know, hey, we're here for you. In any way we can help you, we will definitely help you. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of camps coming up. We got a lot of summer programs coming up, giving away some food for the summer for kids who are at home all week and the parents can't, maybe in a difficult situation. So we got a lot of things going on.
Man, look at you making difference in the world. That's great. And the golf tournament is a fundraiser for the James Francis Foundation.
Yes.
When and where is that?
The golf tournament is June 11th. Hold on, make sure I'm saying. Yeah, June 11th in Texas City, Texas.
Okay.
At the Bayou City Golf Course.
Okay. Very nice.
And that's on my website too. All the information is on my website.
Fantastic. That is great. Well, man, it is so great to catch up with you and have fun at that card show in Temple coming up on Saturday, and fun to reminisce about your great career here at Baylor and beyond. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you so much, John. You've always been 100 with me. You're a good man.
I'm with you 100 and then some. So thanks for the time. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon.